Could you take 3 months leave and your business still meets its performance targets? If you can't disappear from your business for 90 days, you're not an entrepreneur. You're what we call self-employed. What happened? What happened? Did it hit you hard, eh? Is that you? Guys only laugh at that when they hear a nice bar and a hip-hop song and they're like, oh! Oh! Yeah, you're not, guys, that's why, for me, the distinction is actually not academic. It's important, right? It's a very important distinction. There's a couple of models that go around. I'll share with you one that I kind of share with entrepreneurs, right? So there is a difference between being an entrepreneur, yeah? Being a business owner, yeah? Being self-employed, yeah? I beg your pardon? Being an employee. No, well, that wouldn't quite make it onto this. And being a professional. These are not the same things. So, a professional, I am a doctor, I'm a dentist, yeah? I heal the patients, but if I'm not there, nobody heals the patients. Right, so I'm fascinated by the idea that there is a doctor who runs a practice, yeah? And there is a doctor who runs a hospital, and there is a doctor who's a CEO of a hospital group. I'm fascinated by that because they clearly have the same training, they just operate at very different levels. Yeah? The other thing you need to recognize is this is not for everybody. Most people, I think like 90% of people who say they want to be entrepreneurs actually just want to mean I want to determine my own life. Now, if that is what you're saying and that is what you want, which is you want to take your kids to school and rock up at the office at 10 o'clock, leave the office at 2, work a 4-hour day, then that's not quite what we mean by entrepreneurship. You want to be self-employed. Very big difference. So the graphic designer is somebody who's self-employed. I employ me, but I do the job. I am the value. Yeah? The professional is the lawyer, the advocate, the person, the accountant. You absolutely, positively must have them as some part of your business. They may use an underling to do the work, usually some sort of apprentice, but it's very difficult for them to scale their businesses because they need to sign off the document. You know, when my audits get done by EY, I know who the partner is. So if that document's not signed by him, even though I know he didn't do the work and his apprentices did, he must sign the document, right? So he's clearly a professional employed. Make sense? If he was to start his own business, a lot of professionals do this. So you leave EY, you leave PwC. I see a lot of black professionals, by the way, who walk into companies oversold on this.